Hello everybody and welcome to a video, and let me tell you something. This Quidio it doesn't start with a Q, it starts with a V, don't worry. I use Flash when I probably don't have to, but that's a-okay with me because in the end it works out because Nunu's there. I didn't know he was coming in, it just happened to be luck of the draw. Let me tell you something about this video though. This video is quite a something. You know what I'm talking about? Aha! If you know what I'm talking about, raise your hands and put them in the air. And then, like, you just do care, because, you know, like I was saying, if you're raising your hands for anything, you do care a little bit about the thing. You might say you don't care just to kind of be sort of revolutionary or some sort of rebel with the cause, depending on how you want to run your life, you know? And here I learned that no matter the lead you have on Gangplank, you can't duel Renekton, at least for some time, you know? I don't have an item yet, but I had a big lead. I got Sheen, and it was not quite enough. Here the Zac gank comes in. I've been ganked by Zac one too many times. I understand his spiritual essence. It is very rubbery, but it is also very CCE, which is not 3 letters, it is just demonstrating the high velocity of crowd control that exists within Zac's kit. And do I fear it? Yes, I do. But do I understand it? No, I don't. And perhaps that is for the best. Because it is the best of times, and at the same exact time, it is the worst of times. There is no discernible difference between the best and the worst, because everything is absolutely neutral. And is that good? Certainly. But is it bad? Again, certainly. As is by definition when everything is neutral. There is no good. There is no bad. There simply is being. To be or not to be. I suppose you can be and can pee at the same time. Allow me to explain. You might be in the bathroom and you might pee in the toilet. This is a fact of life. It is a fact of nature. If you can believe the philosophical implications of number 1, my barrel damage. And number 2, the ability of man-made items such as the bathroom and the toilet to be that of nature. But whether it is to be that of nature or not to be that of nature, it does not matter in the end, for in the end, everything is nature. We all come from nature. We all exist from the stars and the dust of them. And indeed, in due time, the dust we shall return to. But indeed, shall we make our way back into the stars from whence we came? It is completely up in the air, much like Xayah as she dodges my barrel combo with her ultimate. But alas, it zoned her out just enough to allow us to win in the team fight. And that is a fantastic thing to see. For a victory, for you and me, is chalk one up for the home team, right? Write a W. Just put down a W on the board, right? You got like a board with W's and L's. Mostly just W's because you're here watching the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel Experience Extraordinaire video, so I know you're just chalking up W's. Don't worry. Don't worry. Gigantic barrel combo. Don't worry if you're on my team. Worry a lot if you're on the enemy team. Because, you know, it's a gigantic combo, and unfortunately, I did not crit, so all the minions didn't get cleared out. Either way, Renekton would have just tanked another tower shot or 2, and I still would not have been able to 1 versus 1 him. Unfortunato, to say the yeast. I was once talking to a piece of bread, and you know what he told me? He said a story about words and letters. That story went something like this. Hello, Dakota. I am a piece of bread. I cannot use letters to formulate words. Thanks for listening. And I said, well, Mr. Bread, it would appear that you've actually done that, Mr. Bread. And then Mr. Bread, of course, he looked me dead in the eye and asked me cash or credit, and then you know what happened after that. Hey, let me say something right here. You know what happened after that. You know what happens every time after somebody asks you cash or credit. Ah, Golden Vlad shall not escape my wrath until the day he does, which is today, unfortunately for us. But that's okay, because I'm chasing down Renekton. I know that I cannot quite catch him, but I force his ult out. I didn't really force it, I just think he preemptively did it. Maybe because he just didn't want to battle. Maybe he thought more of the allied forces were approaching his noggin from a distance and not approaching within the vision of an enemy control ward or trinket ward or, well, I was thinking the yellow ones and the blue ones, but they're both trinkets, so I could just leave it at that, dude. Trinket, I mean, you know what I'm talking about? By the way, Static Shiv, mwah, is a very fun item to use, because then you get one double barrel combo and one auto attack, clear the whole wave immediately. You don't even have to crit. If you crit, you just clear the wave with, you know, the double barrel combo. But if you don't, and you don't crit quite often with this Sterox Gauge build that I like, because you only have 50% crit chance, you know. But let me tell you something, it's worth it, right? I'm one tanky Mama Jamma. I got a lot of health up in this Mama Jamma. You know what I'm saying? Zach trying to ult me in like a Mama Jamma that he is, but guess what? I'm about to say you ain't gonna do no damage to take me out this mix. Unless I land this massive barrel combo, I won't be able to save these two towers, but I land it. You know how it is. That's just the way it's gotta be, right? I'm playing GP. You know what you see. I got these oranges for you and me. Just kidding, they're only for me, you know? Unless you're on my team, I wish I could give you these oranges, but to be quite frank with you, that guy was impressed, by the way, that I saved the game with my double barrel combo right at the Nexus Towers. They have underestimated my damage in that situation, and that has been their downfall. Xayah messed up on her mechanics in this situation, but that is her downfall, you know? It's all about situations and downfalls and upfalls. Can you fall up? I'm 100% sure that there's a bunch of literature and art about falling in the upward direction. But I'm talking about literally, right? Can you fall in an upward direction? And I'm not talking about it like theoretically in a physics where you could just say, you know, talk about directions and just say any arbitrary direction is up and the physics works out the same. No. Let me be real with you here. I'm saying, can you fall up? Plain and simple. Simple English. Understand it? Make it happen? Xayah dodging out my Q with her ultimate. This Xayah, she's on point, dude. Let me tell you something. She knows my Gangplank damage, and she's up in the mix saying, I ain't gonna stand for this. I'm Xayah, and I ain't gonna stand for it. I ain't gonna stand for nothing. See that damage I got on her right there? But in the end, didn't even matter, because guess what, man? It just was not enough this game. I'm just now looking at the score, dude. 17-3, and both teams have 31 kills. That's a little bit funky right there, you know what I'm saying? But you know what that means? That doesn't mean that my team let me down. No. That just means that I, as a player, have to learn how to push my advantage much more when I have this kind of lead.